Good?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah.
Hi, babe.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, super.
Those were kind of words.
So, hi, welcome back. We just came back from the wilderness.
The wild, wild wilderness of the Angeles Forest, which is an hour and a half away.
Yeah, it wasn't that far. It was literally an hour and a half away from Los Angeles. But
Actually, we made it back in like an hour.
yeah,
with
we
no
did.
Traffic.
We recouped fast.
Yeah.
We decided to go to our original idea of camping, which was Buckhorn.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful place.
It was closed, however.
It's still closed from the Bobcat fires. I guess we were talking to somebody that was
like
up
a
in
park ranger or something?
Yeah, I think he works
off duty.
Yeah, he just happened to be around. We asked him, if he had any other suggestions, and he was talking about how beautiful Buckhorn is and all the beautiful places that like he took his grandson to and stuff, and it was really sweet. But I guess like the main reason is that there are some trees and things there that
aren't structural anymore.
Right.
And they also ascertain like windstorms a lot, which then blows those trees down onto campsites, cars.
Yeah, so it's just super dangerous to actually be in those areas. So that's why it's really close is just that it's just too dangerous right now with all the trees that are not in 100% good condition.
Man. Okay, so let's recap about our journey into the mountains.
Okay, so
this was nuts.
We got a late start a little bit.
Yes, we did.
And got the car packed up, headed up there. And right when we started going up the mountains, we could see like that it's just covered in clouds. And we're like, oh, well, the forecast said that it wasn't going to rain, but this looks pretty intense.
We literally drove into the clouds.
Yeah.
And as we're driving into the clouds and we're ascending up the mountain, there is a car accident where there's this guy was coming down the mountain. Something happened. He couldn't see or something. Flipped his car and landed on the edge of the mountainside.
Yeah.
With the car upside down.
Oh, yeah. He completely was upset. He was okay. He was safe.
He was okay. He was safe. He was standing. He was just outside his car just going, what the fuck? I almost just died. And we were there. We were following.
That's right. There was a fire truck like right
up.
at the beginning, right as we started headed up. A fire truck was right in front of us, and so we were all like, and a line of cars, of course. So we're taking our time, and yeah, we see that first finally,
and we're like, oh shit!
And then as we pass that accident, we see probably why he flipped was because it was so thick with fog that like you couldn't see more than about like 10 feet in front of you.
Yeah. 10 to 15 feet in front of you, like honestly. And then it was so outrageous, the fog. It was like staring at a white box because it was broad daylight. What time did we head up there? Like noon or something?
A little later than that, but like, yeah.
So it's broad daylight, but it looks like it's dusk somewhere and you're surrounded by this white mass, if you will, on the mountain side as you're driving up. So we drove super slow.
Oh, yeah.
Super, super slow going up. And it was kind of just like a mental exercise. Like my anxiety was up. We're just like, holy shit, this is intense.
We're like driving like 20 miles an hour.
20 miles an hour for like an hour and a half probably up the mountain. All of a sudden, it vanishes before our eyes, and we are in a different reality.
Yeah, all of a sudden the sun is shining.
The sky is blue. There's green trees, and there's mountainsides, and there's vistas for days.
It instantly gets warmer.
I literally felt like I was tripping. I felt like I was tripping when that happened. I was like, did we just beam here? Like, what happened? So finally, we try and scope out Buckhorn. We didn't make it.
Yeah, that happened about like 9 miles before, maybe 8 miles before Buckhorn. So we're just like, oh, this is perfect. Like it's like we just moved past the fog and we're going to go into Buckhorn and it's going to be amazing. And then we reach it, and the gate's locked on both sides.
We're like, no.
Definitely not letting people in at all. So I don't know what the reviews were that we were seeing. I guess
Well-
maybe they might have like opened it up a little bit.
I think
or-
they opened it for trail purposes,
Mhm.
but then I think rendered it dangerous because I think people's cars were getting crushed by
something,
trees
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. So they even shut down the trail, which is weird for that to happen because it's such a gorgeous trail. So
Luckily, about 9 miles before Buckhorn, back down the mountain a little bit, there was another campsite called Chileo, which is also really nice. We had like driven through it before and checked it out, and it's just not quite as foresty as Buckhorn, because Buckhorn, like you go down into a canyon, and so it's just real thick with foliage and trees everywhere
and water.
Yeah, and water. So like you like really feel like you're like camping in the forest, even though you kind of pull right into your campsite.
It's definitely more enchanting, I would
Yeah.
say. It was definitely more enchanting at Buckhorn. But however, we at this new campground, they had like 3 different campgrounds within the grounds.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
very large area that they had. And we finally found this one. Literally no one else was there,
Yeah, no one was there.
which was so odd. And the fog has now rolled back in, so it's misty.
Yeah, and
It's
this
misty in the forest where we
Right.
are.
in Chileo, like the fog was nice and thick, and so like we find our campsite, start setting up and everything, and we're just camping in the fog. Crazy little
That
area.
was nuts.
Just the way that it's set where the campsite is, like on the mountain. It's like right kind of cliffside and stuff. So like we're expecting like a really nice view of the sunset and everything, but the fog's so thick you can't see anything. And it stayed light till like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It was like
Surprising,
I guess
actually.
being that high up and clear, like
Yeah, nothing's blocking our light, really.
right.
So we're up there. All of a sudden, it starts to drop in temperature. And the guy that we had seen previously, the off-duty park ranger,
He's like,
Was-
oh, it's gonna get cold.
he was like, "Yeah, it might it's supposed to snow tonight." And we're like,
Okay.
What? Okay. So we're there. It
We're
starts.
determined to camp though.
Yeah, we did it. We start going. We start adding layers on. I think we literally had like 3 to 4 layers on.
Yeah, I got a fire going like immediately. We
Boom.
got our tent up.
My
It's like
green man.
3:30, like when we actually get to the campsite and stuff. So we're
Yeah,
like,
we
we're
start
like,
late.
okay, we need to get this shit like rolling. So we are set up before the sun goes down. But we had way more time than we even thought. So we get the campfire going, tent set up, and everything out, and we start cooking stuff. And we have a really nice meal. We made like
Delicious meal. We made tacos.
we made chicken tacos. We have
Mm.
footage that we'll show like at the end of this.
Yes, we'll
Um,
splice some moments in.
And then we eat, we chill, we drink some Lagunitas, like THC beer. It's non-alcoholic beer that's weed infused. So that was really nice.
Yes.
Had about 3 or 4 of those.
Oh my God, I sent that to my mom. I sent like a picture of us camping to my
Uh-huh.
mom with the beers on the table,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, "Did you guys start drinking again?" And I was like, "No!" Oh my
No.
God, 'cause she was like kind of tripping out. She's like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
Like, no, it's weed beer. There's no alcohol in it. And she's like, "I want one of those."
Still California sober. So
Still California sober.
yeah, but those beers are delicious. I would love a sponsorship from Lagunitas weed beer.
420.
Right.
I think that's what it's called.
Is that what it's called?
Lagunitas 420.
I don't know.
I might have made that up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But sounds cool.
Anyways, we chill, we eat, drink the beers. We're nice and toasty. We got a nice big fire roaring. We got our layers going. Willow is loving it. Our dog Willow, we took for the first time up and she's just running around chasing birds, loving every moment of it.
Very
We
nice.
have her off leash because nobody's there, so she's just going crazy.
We went for a small walk into the wilderness,
Yeah.
but
the-
then the fog rolled in so
Right.
deeply.
There's a little trail. It was called Silver Moccasin Trail.
Mhm.
that we were planning on doing the next day, but we like went down it a little bit that evening before the sun went down, and we were just like, we didn't go very far before we like looked around. We're like, we're totally gonna get lost in this fog, and like it's so hard to
Very dangerous.
you can't see more than about 20 feet in front of you, kind of thing. So we're just like, we're not gonna be able to find our way back. So we went back to the campsite and just chilled. And then once the sun went down,
That's when the shit started.
holy crap, the temperature dropped like crazy. We got in our tent, bundled Willow up. Willow was looking at us like, okay,
Are
this
we
was
staying
fun and
here?
all, but what the fuck? Like,
This is what we're doing? Okay. So yeah, she was not feeling that.
Yeah.
And she was tripping out from the wind.
wind
obviously.
was blowing, and there are probably like, there's always
Other
little animals that
animals.
come and check out your site and stuff whenever you're camping.
Yeah, I was having actually pretty severe anxiety. I didn't realize. I was like, why is this? But it was I've never camped in such an intense like environment or
Yeah.
whatever. Or with a dog that I have to like make sure is okay.
Yeah, so she didn't sleep at all. We hardly slept. I slept a little bit, thanks.
Ryan was snoring. And I
Oh.
was like, I was crying.
I had like 3 or 4 of those weed beers, so
Yeah.
that
The wind slapping me with the tent. Just like, why?
I don't
Why
think
did
I
I do this?
yeah.
Nonetheless, I think I am a beach warm weather camper. I do like the forest too. If we could go back to,
That was just an intense weather. You'd be
Holy
fine if
shit.
it was warmer.
I was like, I don't want to sleep on the ground when it's freezing.
Yeah, we got to get a better
wanna do that.
sleeping situation. We have like these thin air mattresses that, I hate the thick air mattresses. The thin air mattresses aren't
We need
enough.
like mats.
Need like mats or something.
Also, yeah, I just also felt my age. Like my hips hurt,
Oh
my
yeah,
shoulders.
same.
So, it's not for the faint of heart, obviously. We also realized camping is not relaxing. Everybody's like, oh, it's so relaxing, but it's really actually pretty arduous.
Oh yeah, like you can't leave anything out. You got to clean up everything before the end of the night. That was also like, we didn't have a lot of time because we got up there kind of late. We're chasing the sun. It's really cold, so like there just wasn't as much time to relax.
We did an out and back. We did a severe trip. We
Yeah.
did it.
So 7 a.m. sun's up. We're like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
And the wind was even harsher in the morning.
Oh yeah, the wind was really bad in the morning.
It started blowing our tent away when I was in it.
Yeah, no more fog, but
And I was just like, I was so tired and delirious, and also like had been stressed all night of like, is there a predator? Is there a, like, why is Willow barking? Shit. And then I was like, I'm tired. I just want to go home and it's cold. And the water bottle or Willow's
Oh.
water froze.
yeah, we
literally.
left Willow's little water bowl outside.
And it froze solid.
So it wouldn't spill in the tent. And the next day it was just a block of ice.
Nuts. So very intense, but we made it into the car. We got all our shit in the car. We
Just threw everything in the car.
I was
And-
just like, get it in there. Ryan's like, just send the car. I got the rest. Thanks, babe. He knew I was having a hard time.
yeah. So we made it down in about an hour, came home and just staycationed.
And
Ordered some
honestly,
pizza.
it was magnificent.
Yeah.
Yeah. We shut our phones off. We didn't talk to anyone. I guess we didn't shut them off, but we just didn't fuck with them.
We watched Inventing Anna.
Oh, yeah. We watched some cool documentaries.
Very, very interesting. Well, that's like a
But yeah, I guess it's like
It's a
a story.
biopic or whatever.
That's what they call it. Okay. Yeah. That was really cool. Very interesting. Kind of inspiring in a weird way.
Yeah, I mean, like, she did lie and steal a bunch of like money and stuff from people and stuff, but they're all a bunch of rich people that it's not going to affect their lives very much. So
Just affects their ego.
yeah, I think it was. I hope that the police really did respond that way when people like came to the police complaining about what she did, and they're just like, we got like murders and shit to worry about. Go worry about your $60,000.
So sorry that your you let your friend borrow money from you.
Yeah.
Anyways, very good. Loved it. What else did we watch? We watched a Heaven's Gate documentary.
Oh, that was really interesting
That's
too.
really interesting.
Because that was something that happened like near where I lived because I lived in like within 15 miles of the actual place that the Heaven's Gate people like killed themselves.
Yes.
Oh, I
super
mean
interesting.
ascended.
Yeah, they made it to the ship. Yeah, just wow. Something about brainwashing. You got to be mindful of it. You got to be mindful. Don't place all of your trust into someone, no matter how great it sounds or how down you are.
And don't think that you can't be brainwashed.
And don't think you can't be brainwashed, because the strongest people can be brainwashed.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of our human conditioning. Our mind is just Play-Doh.
Yeah.
And
we definitely have a deep fascination with cult culture.
it's very interesting.
Back to camping. We're going to show you a little bit of footage from our camping trip, and that's it. And here it is. And there it was.
That was it.
So hope you enjoyed that. And we're not done with camping, obviously. Once it warms up, we'll go back again, and hopefully Buckhorn will open up again.
I could still smell campfire smoke in this room.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That jacket.
Yeah, there's things that still smell like campfire smoke.
Very funny.
So,
but yeah, all in all, happy to be back home. Happy to be warm. Happy to have structure.
Yeah.
And happy to keep on chucking. I got an event I'm doing today. Ryan's working today. And
we have a video coming out soon. We haven't picked the date yet, but the video is done. And a new single called Killin' It. So that'll be coming out probably in the next couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks probably. And yeah. And then we have a show next month on the 21st, May 21st.
correct.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Highland Park Bowl.
Yes. And we are playing with High Sunday and Blood Wisdom. So
yeah, that should be a great show.
Ready. It's going to be super fun and entertaining. And yeah, we'll share more soon.
Yeah. All right. Peace out.
Au revoir.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah.